Hello everybody. Welcome. Lovely to see you guys. How's it going? Welcome back to Limbus Company. What's up? How you guys doing? You guys doing well? Hope you guys are doing good. It's nice to see y'all. We are playing Limbus. Well, we're actually not playing Limbus today, but we are on Limbus. And it's going to be quite good, because we are doing a tier list today, as you can see. I've had this idea for a while now. I will explain everything, so don't you worry. But first things first, we have, some Limbus things to focus on first. The one being, we are almost done with the 2 weeks. Wow, can you believe it? What is this? 8, 9, 10. This is day 11. And this is the day we got the Ego Threadspin module, which is very good. So if you've been caught up with your anniversary since Wednesday of the week before last, this is more precious than oil. Okay, right here. So there you go. And 2 more pulls before we get the legendary anniversary special ticket. This is the nominal ticket. You get the Threadspin module. I'm saving this for the Art of Blossom. 10,000%. This is the definitive tier list. Yeah, this is going to be the definitive tier list for all future content, obviously. And I will be explaining what we're doing today. But we have to also grab our modules, because I need modules so we can keep doing mirror dungeons. Luckily for me, I think we're already finished with mirror dungeons. Oh, God. Well, nonetheless, yesterday we did Walpurgis mirror dungeons. Do I have the team still? No, I deleted it. Yesterday we did Walpurgis mirror dungeon. And we managed to clear out the Walpurgis gifts. We didn't do all the events though. We're still missing a few events, but we cleared out the gifts, so we'll probably be playing that for a while. And Extreme and Achievements will be coming out this week. Extreme and Achievements, which is epic sauce. One might even say kawaii. But that's not what we're here today. No. Today, we're here because of a very special thing. When's the Buckak? I'm gonna guess sometime soon. We're gonna do a very special thing today. Let me get it up. Let me get it open. Boom. We have the tier list maker. Okay? We are doing a tier list today, guys. This is an official 100% serious DAP up tier list. We have every ProjectMoon character who has a sprite. And I guess Wonder Lab is included, because that's it. And you might notice we have 2 tabs, because we also have abnormalities and distortions. Now, technically, distortions are also part of the original one, but this also includes Pekatulum, so... yeah, we have 2 sections that we're doing today, because this doesn't include the abnormalities or events, but it does include some characters that overlap, so... and here are the tiers, okay? And I guess I'll explain what a DAP is if you don't know, but first things first, let me explain the tiers. First, we have Heavenly. Okay? Heavenly, this is not like S rank. This is the Malfaust of DAP, you know? This is the exception. This is the Gojo Satoru of tiers, okay? Not just anyone can go in this tier. This is only reserved for the truly top beings. Next, we have Amazing. Now, Amazing is like a cut above the rest. This is like Piccolo level. Yeah, this is like Piccolo level. Amazing. This is like, if you can reach this tier, this is like the equivalent of like S tier. You know? This is like, I'm like, this is worthy of praise, right? If you're amazing, but it's not heavenly. You know, yeah, this is the triple S tier. This is like normal S tier or like A tier. You know, this is like, if you can do this, you can get through life. Like, you're fine. Then we have, it's okay. Because, you know, it's fine. It's okay. It's not like you're not gonna... You can live. You can move on with your day. You might have a bit of a... You know, you might... And you're like, oh, that was alright, I guess. Like, it's fine. It's not gonna shake anything. It's not gonna, you know, shake the system up or, you know, rewrite reality or anything. But if you don't know what you're doing, it's better than nothing. And then we have pure disgust. Pure disgust. Shouldn't they swap places? I'll explain why. Pure disgust is the, like, if you went to dap someone up and it's just like a wet grip. There's no grip, no noise. And it's like, you actually feel like you were cheated. Like, this is no sound. This is like no sound. It's wet. It's soft. Weird pause. It's like, I think I come out of this and I'm more annoyed and disgusted. This is like, I'd rather die. Like, just kill me. I would rather if you just stabbed me in the stomach and I'd bleed out. It would be a more favorable position than this. And then we have squeaky noise. Now, squeaky noise is kind of like the meme of this one. Squeaky noise is like, you're technically dapping, but instead of an epic echo of, you know, vibrations, it's like a, you go like a, you know? And this is reserved for like, there's a few characters who this is reserved for. But this is like, you know, you have the spirit, but it's not, but you just don't have that in you. You do not have that in you. There's no dog in you. You know? This is like, yeah, this is like Arya would be in here. Right? Like she is a small gremlin. She does not have a dap. But she would have the spirit. She'd have the spirit, but like if you dapped up Araya, it would just be a squeaky toy. Like a it'd be cute. There's nothing to it. Like, I wouldn't be mad. You know, but it's not a dap. It's just a squeaky noise. It's a you tried, pretty much. And that's why it's at the bottom instead of pure disgust, because if you layered these out, these are like all together, and then this is like its own separate thing. She is the squeaky toy. And that's the 4 tiers, and the same is over for the abnormalities. Okay? Same as the abnormalities. Now, there are a lot characters to go through, as we said. But there are a few things we can do first. Number 1, we could change the music. Now, normally these things go on for a long time. So we can either do 2 things. 1, I keep the Limbus music in the background. Normally, I just have the main menu in the background. It's not a big deal for me. But I do have Lunartic's Limbus Company playlist in the background that has every single song in the game. And I could just put it on shuffle and have that as background noise if you guys want. To be honest with me, it doesn't really matter because it's whatever. So if you guys would prefer, what would you guys prefer? Would you guys prefer if we have a shuffled playlist of Limbus tracks, or would you guys prefer just the main menu? In fact, should I just do a poll? I'll just do a poll. Yeah, that's pretty easy. All right, hold on. Shuffle, music, or main menu, Shuffle, and we'll do what you want. If you want, this is detrimental to everyone. So, also, this is excluding melee tracks. Now, melee tracks are inside of the playlist, but if I hear a melee track, I'm throwing the hammer at the screen to make sure, you know, it doesn't do that. So far, Jesus Christ, okay. Fucking hell, 95% shuffle. Normally, I keep the Limbus main menu music if we're doing, like, patch reading, because I don't want it to be a distraction. But this is not, like, a patch note. It's not like I'm reading something to you, right? This is more casual. Not even close. Gee, yeah, no, not even. I mean, it's only 60... Oh, Jesus, it's like 70% of the votes. Holy fuck. Okay, it's like half the votes. Normally, if we're doing, if we're doing patch reading, I keep the Limbus menu because it's kind of low tempo, and like soft. So when I'm reading stuff, it doesn't interrupt you. But we're not reading anything today. We're just going to be discussing shit into a wall. So I guess it would make sense to add the shuffle. I have the shuffle already here. Yeah, Jesus, 92%. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. All right. Well, okay then. I don't think that's gonna change much. I don't think that's gonna change much. So we'll end the poll there. 91%, or 92 actually, on shuffle. All right. I'm gonna put that there. It's weird without any music, and I'm gonna put some music on. Okay. So, it's on shuffle, right? Yeah, it's on shuffle. The volume's gonna be low because, well, it's supposed to be background music. It's nothing more than that. So, let's start off, shall we? No, we're getting patch notes tomorrow, and teasers will be on Tuesday as per usual. Dun, 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 dun. Iron! Alright. Where does Iron go? Iron is very special. He's like he's a scientific genius. Maybe it would depend on who would be, you know, interacting with. He's not incompetent. At least I'd like to believe he's not incompetent. I'll leave him in or it's okay. I feel like, you know, he'd probably dap up Benjamin. You know? He'd have the science. That is true. He'd have the science. He is a Nest resident. That is fair, though. Nest residents are not, you know, they're not built for these streets, right? Have himself up. I think he would simply do it as like a greeting. Like he doesn't have the spirit in there, right? Yeah, he has no social skills, so he'd probably just reach out, and then it'd have like you know, like casual, like with his science. It's probably with Benjamin. That's probably the only person he'd dap up with. I don't think he'd do it to anyone else. Right? He gets the he gets the gist of it, but he won't put his soul into it. Angela? Yeah, she doesn't understand. Angela, no doubt. She does not, first of all, she doesn't understand human people, so she wouldn't understand it. So she wouldn't even put up. First she'd be like, what's the point? This is stupid. Right? She's like, this is stupid. You guys are idiots. I'm not gonna touch you. Right? So she wouldn't want to touch you in the first place, right? She has potential? Nah, she doesn't. It depends on which version of Angela. It depends on which version of Angela. Now, I guess if I had to go with the latest version of the character. You know what? Okay, you know what? If I'm gonna do this, I will go with the latest version of a character. Okay? So if we had to do the latest version, end of Library of Ruina Angela, I'll give her a squeaky noise. I think she would entertain it with Roland. But I don't think there would be any... You need a soul to DAP. And unfortunately, she is a robot. She doesn't have a soul. You know? So, if this is going to be latest Library of Ruina, post-thing Angela, she's still got her metal body. She might DAP up Roland. I think it'll make a squeaky noise. So, I think that's fair. Roland! I mean, okay, there might be some bias here, but he might be our first heavenly DAP. But, I don't know. She has ego. Maybe. Roland, he could be heavenly. But, just because he is a bro, doesn't mean it's heavenly. He definitely goes in amazing tier. He has a good DAP. He definitely has a good DAP. He definitely would DAP Olivia up. Okay? So, he definitely DAPs up Olivia. What if he's crashing out with the gloves on? That's what I'm saying. He's kind of antisocial. Roland is not a social person. Okay? What does DAP mean? DAP is when you have like a... You walk up and you go like, boom. You clasp each other's hands. And the noise and the grip, you know, the noise that emanates from it, it's like a boom. I don't know if you can hear over the microphone. It's like that. And the level of noise and depth is all determined. So, Roland's very antisocial. Is Bong Bong in here? We will add Bong Bong. The DAP workshop. So, Roland is very antisocial. Okay? So, he'd probably only do it with the people he knows. Olivia, 100%. Maybe Charles' office? He is a backstreet rat. Now, that does give him points. Okay? He does become social. Now, I think he'd be very casual about it. You know. He's very casual about it. That's why he's an amazing tier. Okay? He would probably DAP up Netsack. Yeah, he'd probably DAP up Netsack. But he's very casual about it. He wouldn't... He doesn't go into the DAP and, like, with the intention of this is going to be soul-changing, you know? So, I think amazing, and we might change it to heavenly if more characters get in here. As per usual with these tier lists, characters will swap around as we go in. Yeah, he'd be super nonchalant. And again, amazing is like the top of human limit. You know what I mean? Like, this is human limit. Like, amazing is amazing. Now cute. Okay, well, I think that's fair. I think MalQ gets a squeaky noise. I think that's fair. I don't think she's bad at it. I think she'd try. I think it'd just be adorable. I think it would just be cute. I don't think I could take it seriously. This is, of course, end of Ruina. This is Sephira, not fucking Lobotomy Corp. If this was Lobotomy Corp, I would say pure disgust. But this is Library of Ruina. So she's mellowed out. She's like, you know, she's adorable. She's cute. The Viper! Yesod! Well, Yesod hates touching people, so he would go in pure disgust. I think that's fair. He hates touching people. He is a clean freak. I don't think he would ever shake someone's hand. If he would. He doesn't like people. Roland and the Sephira are like the only exceptions to this. He wouldn't touch people's hands. He would just sit there with his arms folded. Like, he'd give it, he would nod. He's like a nod person, you know? So I think he would have an atrocious DAP up. Yeah, he wouldn't DAP in the first place. So I think it's pure disgust. If he did, he would be disgusted. He would be like, ugh. Best thing you do is fix your tie. Yeah, pretty much. As long as he's not touching your skin, he's fine. You know? But he skin-to-skin contact is not this guy's deal. Hell no. But that's like a respectable thing, you know? Next we got Hard. I think Hard has some dog in her. I think Hard goes into okay. I think Hard might have some dog in her. You know? She's got a bit of fire. You know? I think Hard has a bit of fire in her. Or bleed, if you want to do a little Library Bruno reference. I think definitely more than Malkuth. And if it's more than Malkuth, that definitely means she's okay. I think she would entertain the idea more. And she would put a bit more effort into it. Like, she probably daps up her librarians, you know? I think she'd put a bit more fire into it than Malkuth. Malkuth would try, but it wouldn't go anywhere. I think she could even be, with some training, she might even be amazing. How you doing, Roland? Daps up. You know? So, again, this could be subject to change. We could knock her down. But I think, at this level, I think she's probably okay. You know? Netsack! Netsack, dude. How do I feel about Netsack? He's too sloshed. How is he gonna adapt? But what if it's beyond that? What if he goes just beyond the fact that he's sloshed all the time? You know? How would that work? You know? Amazing. I don't know, man. He might go in okay. He could be goated. But here's the thing. He would do it, but he's lazy. Exactly. Think about it. Imagine you see Netsack. Hey, what's good, homie? You go to dap him up, and he just fucking misses. He just fumbles that shit. He's drunk. Right? But he has the potential. It's there. So maybe it's okay if he does it. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's gonna miss it. And once you fumble it, it's GG. I'm not gonna put him it's okay, but he might go in squeaky noise. You know? He might go in squeaky noise. You also get anchored fallen, yeah. Like, he has to be conscious. He might be okay. He does the too slow. Ooh. We got the funky track. Tiffy! Tiffy is a fire girl! Tiffy's got some dog in her. Out of all of the Sephiroth so far, Tiff might be the top of okay tier. I think Tiff could dap. I think she could. Would she? Tiff B would. Tiff B would. Tiff A? I don't know. If B was here, I would say Tiff B would be like amazing. I think Tiff B could do it. You know, but she's got some fire in her. She can't even reach her up. Well, the Library of Ruinas, she's like half of Roland's height. You know? She might go top of okay. They are outskirts rights, actually. They're both outskirts. That's even more aura than Backstreets. Yeah, she's got the Araya energy, but she's much more fierce than Araya. You know? I think she could do it. She is as new to it. That is true, but it's about spirit. You know? You don't have to know how to do it, but it's about your soul. She's got King Agreed. You know? I think she would entertain the idea the most, even though you think she wouldn't. That's kind of the idea, right? She's got Tiff Sodia. I think she would entertain the idea. Give her stool. Right? And again, we might change her. She might go to squeaky noise. But for now, I'll leave her at okay. Because I want to fill out the balls. Gebera? Now this, honestly, this is complete bias. Gebera gets the first heavenly tier. Okay? This is complete bias. I don't care what you say. But Gebera has been there. Okay? She's been in the streets. Alright? She's toughed it out. She's handled, you know, the strongest beings. She smokes. She's good with her hands. She's the red mist. That red DAP, okay? That, if you dapped her up, she would heavenly, you know? And she'd entertain the idea. Definitely S tier. Roland also could go into S tier. Roland could go up here as well. If it's these two doing it, it's like double. It's like heavenly. I think once we get to like Olivier, I'll change Roland. Because I think once Olivier is introduced, it's like definitely double S. Yeah, this is shockwave through the city, right? I think that's completely fair. I don't have much to argue there. As I said, complete bias. Chesed. Does being a color mean you can dap up? Yeah. Chesed, huh? How do I feel about Chesed? I'm sorry. It might not even go pure. It might go squeaky noise. Chesed is a nest rich boy. You know? This is end of the series. This is like end of their character. I don't know, man. He is an aristocrat. I mean, you know what? Maybe I'm giving him. He might go in amazing. You know what? I might be doubting. I might be slandering Chesed right now. I might be slandering Chesed. I actually, now that I think about it, he is a socialite. He does do bureaucracy. He has a lot of connections. You know, after Black Silence, yeah. You know, he could have a coffee in his hand and he'd be like, "Hey, what's up, Chesed?" Boom. And he's like, he's got that shit locked on. Now, the only downside is that he is a nest dweller, which sounds like a slur if you say it like that. He is a nest resident. And typically, nest residents have less aura. Right? That is true. It's more formal. He has more technique. Right? How's Iron it? Because Iron would dap up like Benjamin. You know? So, like, he would definitely do it to Benjamin. I think Chesed has it's comparing the, you know, formality handshake versus the backstreets dap. You know? So I'll keep him in amazing, but I might bring him to it's okay. If I'm gonna do top of okay. I'm gonna do top of okay for now. You know, because I think he definitely better than the rest by a long shot. But he wouldn't dap. He would just handshake you. You'd go for, it would be a one-sided dap. You know what I'm saying? So one-sided dap. It's like I go in for the dap, but Chesed goes in for the handshake. And it still daps, but it's like, you know, it's half-half. Next we got Biner. Biner would just fucking kill me, bro. Biner would just end my soul. Probably higher than Chesed. Probably higher than Yesod, bro. Are you kidding me? She's not gonna fucking touch my hand. She doesn't entertain that. She doesn't entertain the idea of touching people. You know? She definitely would not entertain the idea of a dap. She's got that, you know, she's got that grandma brain. Right? She would just atomize you, yeah. He wouldn't be awkward. I wouldn't say it's awkward, it's like his instinct. His instinct isn't to dap. His instinct would be to go for a handshake. And be formal about it, you know? Arbiters need to learn to dap a coin to the head. APOC bird, remember guys, abnormalities are a separate thing. You know? So they're a separate thing. Again, all this is in line for the Sephira. I think this is pretty in line. Okay? So far. Yeah, she would just yap your ear off. You know? So they're not the most grungy type of people, you know what I'm saying? Now, Benjamin might have to go in amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it's fair to put Benjamin in amazing. Obviously, it's not actually Benjamin, it's, you know. But, I just refer to Benjamin. Hokma, definitely 100% amazing. This old man has dog in him, you know what I'm saying? This man has been through hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, Iron's been through it, but Hokma has lived through it. You know what I'm saying? He's got that technique down. You know? He's gone through so many, like, social situations. He's lived through all of that bullshit. He's sane. He is a priest, and priests do have legendary DAP ups. I've seen it myself. He is a priest now. You know? So, he's got that Holy Spirit DAP. You know what I'm saying? That Holy DAP. I wasn't kidding when I said it would be unexpected. I wasn't lying. You know? It's like, you go like, what's good, Benjamin? And you go in for the DAP, and then one sin comes down. Like, the light opens up above you. You know, like in the realization chat where White Knight is, like, in the background, and then one sin comes down and just fucking blasts the shit out of White Knight and just fucking obliterates him? That's that. Patron of religion. Carmen? This is an interesting one. Because this is Carmen post... I guess you can't really do Carmen in the light. So I guess it would be Carmen... No, because this is Carmen's Library of Ruina sprite. How do we do Carmen? Pause. No pause. Same as Iron. She's more social than Iron, though. She's also more grungy than Iron. You know what I mean? Like, she's been in the streets much more than Iron has. You know? She's toughed it out. So, never... Worst mistake of my life. So... I might put her... I don't think it's amazing. Maybe she is amazing. Just the vibe. I mean, this would be her light form, technically, chat. But, like, how do we do her light form? The distortion dab. Yeah, she is exceptionally charismatic, well socialized, and she's nitty-gritty. She might go in amazing tier. Especially because she's in the light. I think it's fair to put her behind Roland and Hokma. Especially especially if she distorts you. She hits you with the heavenly distortion. Alright, we got the Rat Trio. Let's have a think here. Because they will probably go in the same tier, to be honest with you. Actually, Lenny probably goes a tier higher than everyone. Would Lenny go above or below? She goes to Heavenly if you distort. Yeah. They're gonna harvest your organs. Yeah, that's true. Wouldn't Angela inherit her DAP skills? No. Because Angela's still a robot. She doesn't understand. All of these three, by the way, are pretty much grouped the same, except Lenny might go a bit before. Might go above, because she's like, actually way smarter than them. That is true. Yeah, she either goes a one tier above or one tier below. I think... probably okay. They're rats, man. I will never trust a rat. I would never trust myself to dap up a rat. You know what I mean? I feel like that's... But I think between each other... I think that's fair. I think they'd do it. I don't think Lenny would dap up. What's his name? Mong and Pete. By the way, I'm horrible with names, so you're gonna have to remind me. I don't think it would be anything, but it's okay. You know? I think it's like Mong-Chi and Pete. Yeah, so Mong-Chi and Pete, I think it's okay. The inventor of Mong. Lenny would not do that shit. They didn't even know what a book was at the start of LOI. Well, a DAP is like, it's just instinct. You know, books are man-made. You know, books were created. But DAP has been there since human started. Like, civilization. Right? So I think that's fair. Finn. Yeah, he's gotten squeaky. I'm sorry, my boy. You don't have that dog in you. I'm sorry, man. I didn't want to do it to you, bro, but you're a bit better than Malkit. I'll give you that, man. He's a bit better than Malkit, but he has to train. He's got the spirit. He doesn't have the technique. He's got the soul, but not the technique, not the form. He'll get there. Maybe in like a mirror world where we get like a Finn Sinclair or something. You know? I think in the next Limbus Company mirror world, if we get a Finn, June is discussed. Probably like beyond Chesed. Yoon is straight disgust. He would not dap. If he did, it would be disgusting. I think that's fair. I don't remember your name, but I think you were chill, so we'll put you in okay. Again, I don't remember names of everyone, so you're gonna have to remind me. But you're doing that. You're probably okay. Airy and squeaky noise. I don't remember how fierce Airy was. This is the first at its peak. Airy. Do I need a new? I might need a new tier, chat. Should we get a new tier between It's Okay and Disgust? You know? I feel like we might need an extra tier between these two. I'm thinking about it. Because, like, It's Okay is like you can do... But, like, everyone can go in for a handshake. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't have a tier here. Like, I don't have a mid here. Because it's like anyone in the world can go for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like a thing that everyone doesn't know what to do. So I guess the bare minimum would be It's Okay. But unwilling? I don't know. Unenthusiastic. Can do better. Low tier DAP. I kind of like low tier DAP. You know what? I kind of like low tier DAP. I was add that, bro. Add a row below. This will make this. I don't know. Oh wait, I didn't mean to do that. Oops. I don't remember what the color was. Ook. I don't remember. What was the color, chat? Oh, hold on. I can check this. It's yellow. This is yellow. This is supposed to be blue. And we'll call this low tier DAP. I'd say low tier. All right, who are we moving into low tier? Iron, the Rats, and Airy. I think that's fair. I don't like the blue. Oh well. Maybe like a darker purple. There we go. Actually, you know what? Make this yellow. And then make this green. Then make this darker green. There we go. I think this is good. I think we have low tier. So obviously Iron, P, Mong, Eri, low tier. They got some low tier DAPs. It's okay. I think having these three so far, they put their heart into it. I think this is better. And also look how, can I just mention how nice the color gradient, look at that beautiful color gradation, man. We're just so good at the game. Hello everyone, welcome. What's playing right now? This is track C. Oh, this is the Arcanite's track. No wonder it's fucking fire. Next, we have the Brotherhood of Iron. I'm going to say this right now. Disgust. There would be no good DAP. It's not even low tier. All disgusting. No soul, no spirit. No nothing. Right? You go in for the DAP, and it's just metal. But the difference with Angela is that Angela is trying. Right? No, this is worse, I'd say. Disgust is, like, squeaky noise, at least you're trying. You know? So maybe I should swap these two around. Yeah, we'll do this. Okay. I think we'll swap this around, so this is obviously the best, this is obviously the worst. I think this is fair. Squeaky noise is like you're trying. Pure disgust is you're just dog shit. Now you got Hook Office. They're a bunch of murderers. So they have technique. They could go in for a DAP. Might be solid. Might be okay. Or low tier. It could be low tier. They don't really care about dapping. You know. But they got that grunginess to it. Hyena and Naoki would dap each other up. Naoki might go higher. They just want to kill. They only dap their homies up. They only dap each other up, yeah. You know? But they don't really focus on the technique. They have strength behind them, right? Like, they have intent and strength behind them. But they don't have, like, technique or anything, right? They're not... They might go above... Actually, I should reorder this. I'll put them at the top. I think that's fair. Yeah. With their friends too. It's kind of just in general. Right? But if I have to ask myself, will they even dap me up? That does affect it. You know what I'm saying? But I think they have technique and strength behind it, but they don't have spirit. Better than Iron? Yeah, definitely Iron. Isn't Hook Office fixes? Yeah, but they're like barely qualified. Now, Jack and Pierre. I think, maybe this is bias. I think they have some pretty good daps. Bare minimum, it's okay. I might even put them up here. You could say this is maybe some bias, but these are social workers. They run a restaurant. They have to use their hands a lot. You know, they're strong. They know techniques. I think if you had to dap them up, I think you could get a solid dap. You know? They dap up the meat. That's a dap. That's a dap right. Easy. You might even get a little bit of connection. Like, you might even get a little bit of the finger lock. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you went for it. If you're like a valuable customer or a friend, you might get something out of it. But they're not. It's not their main gig. You know, they're still social workers. They're still cooks and stuff. So they still got to be careful with their hand and stuff. Good, yeah, good to have discount. And dapping you up on the way, yeah, pretty much. What? Pause. Okay, Lulu definitely has an amazing dap. I think that's fair. I think we could all agree Lulu, amazing. Lulu, she's got that dog in her. All right? She has to wield her bat. She's got that social attitude. She has a bunch of friends. You know, she's popular. She's down to earth. She's got that amazing DAP on her. Why didn't they do it earlier? Damn YouTube. Or you can always, if you're in the Discord, you can always be notified. She has a lot of friends. She has a lot of friends. Then we have Sans and Mars. I think Lulu is definitely the best one. Mike going okay? They might go right below. I think Lulu would be the best. We have Sans and Mars here. This is Sans. This is Mars. He's too upstanding and formal. That is true. But Sans and Squeaky, I'm kind of like to believe that. I think that's fair. Above Finn. I think that's fair. He's kind of too, you know, uppity with himself. But Mars and Lulu are like best buddies. So like she's definitely like rubbed a bit of aura off onto him. So like he would kind of understand it. Then we have the Zwei. Now, this might be a bit hard. So what do you think about this? Who or whomst could it be? Wrong technique. I don't remember their names. Now, Zwei, they gotta be okay. I mean, they're police officers, if you think about it. Isadora, yeah, there's Isadora. I know Isadora. Like, they're really formal. Walter definitely might go undiscussed. I probably would not touch me. Ogma's, oh, that's true. He does. Walter does hang around the stray dogs. Oh yeah, they do kind of look. They do hang around with the stray dogs. Isadora would be like, okay. I think Isadora goes at least above the. Yeah. Yeah. Julia's not. I think it'd be low tier. I don't think she'd be bad. I think she'd just be nice about it. Walter's bad except with the stray dogs. That means he goes probably like low tier then. Why is Lenny low? Because Lenny wouldn't hate stepping up. So I think Isadora definitely gets the best out of the two. You gotta be part of the group, yeah. That's fair. But I think if he had to, he would. So it's like, it's not an impossibility. I think once you get to a certain social standing, you're kind of like expected to DAP. Like stray dogs, these guys might be heavenly. Maybe not heavenly, but they might all go in amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is their culture. You know what I mean? Like this is them. Fucking boom, boom, boom. You know? Would it beyond Lulu? I don't know if they beat Lulu though. Lulu's kind of got that dog in them, but they definitely have amazing DAPs. They are the street dogs. That's what I'm saying, man. They might even go into heavenly. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I might make them heavenly. I don't know. Heavenly is gonna be like the exception, man. You know? And I don't really think the order matters here, but I'll do this order. Why is Groble and Roland heavily? Only Gabba isn't heavily right now. Well, that has enough to stray logs to cut a deal. We can put him above, we'll put him above the hook office. You know? Like, they know how to use their fists. You know? And by doing that, they know how to DAP. Like, they have soul in that. Will they kill you? Probably still, but they're definitely going to get you a DAP. Next, we have Olga. Olga is heavenly in my eyes. The thing is... Hold on, do we have Olga but in Limbus? We do. Okay, so we have two versions of Olga and the Molar. We have Olga in Library of Ruina, and we have Molar in Limbus right here. So this is hard because this is her drunk form. You know? This is her drunk form, which is the latest version of her Library of Ruina, right? So you have to use the latest version of your Library of Ruina one. It kind of feels similar to Netsack, but she's definitely better. I mean, she hangs out with Mio, bro. You don't get to hang out with rabbits and not dap them up. She might be like legendary tier. She might be amazing tier. I think she beats. Does she beat the stray dogs? She might not beat the stray dogs. Maybe she does beat the stray dogs. Yeah, she hangs out with Mio. Mio's like her best friend. They're like best buddies. Does she have the drunken master? She's pretty competent when she sees. Unlike Netsack, she's actually competent. I might boost her up. Beyond Lulu? Do I put her above or below the stray dogs? That's hard. I think I'll leave her below for now. Yeah, I'll do below for now. No, this is end of Library of Ruina, Roland. This is like end of this year. Guys, for everything here, it is the end of their, like, the latest character up until the new one. So, like, all the Library of Ruina characters are their Library of Ruina versions, or the end of Library of Ruina until they appear in Limbus. What's this OSC? This is kind of 7. Just checked it. This is Kanto 7. Then we have the other two. I'm not gonna lie to you, these are squeaky. Not discuss, sorry. Just squeaky. They try, they don't have spirit. I think their Limbus versions will definitely be at least okay. Or maybe low tier. But I don't think they have the soul. It's mainly Olga carrying the Molar office with the DAPs. Okay, now we have the Carnival. Or is it Smiling Masks? Whatever the fuck they're called. These freaks. Don't dap these guys up. Don't dap these guys up, bro. These guys are freaky, bro. Put that shit in disgust. Rain goaded? I mean, maybe. Maybe they go in low tier. Maybe they go top of low tier. You know? It's just to put some respect on the name. But, yeah, these guys. Carnival of Tailors? Yeah. Yeah, I don't even think they have hands to dap up with, so this is disgust. Let's go full stop. This one's a bit hard, because they're kind of assholes. But, like, not really snobby. But they kind of are. Well, at least we know. This is hard, man. I actually have no clue where to put full stop. Full dap to live. They only dap each other? I don't even think they would. No, I don't even think they would. I think they might go into pure disgust. Tamaki could dap. I think Tamaki could go into... I think Tamaki could have a low tier dap. I think Tamaki could go above the hook. You get a squeaky noise, you go into pure disgust. You'd probably actually go way like up to here. Heathcliff, on the other hand. Well, so guys, there's no identities in this, but we do have the base sinners. So we're going to be judging off the base sinners. I guess it's sorted here too. This is simple. We have amazing, 100%. I mean, she's pretty much good as fuck. I would probably put her... I'd say above the straight. I might upscale Olga. This is double amazing. Salve definitely has that. He's got that Hokma tier DAP. I'll put him next to Hokma. Philip! I don't even want to give him a squeaky. He's going into fucking disgust. He has nothing. He's a pathetic bastard. He's got nothing. He's got nothing in that DAP. No soul, no spirit in the DAP war. No nothing. And then he fucking complains about it all the fucking time. Fuck you, Philip. You got the bottom. But then we have Ego Philip. Ego Philip, he's locked in a little bit. I'll let him in low tier. He's got that blazing strike DAP. Oh, do I put him in okay? I think if he blazing strikes, I might put him top of low tier. I think low tier, well, bottom of low tier. I'm gonna put him bottom of low tier because he's fucking Philip. Burn tier. He can't have his hand as a wax sword. That's why he hits you with the blazing strike. Above iron? No, I'm putting him at the bottom. And then we have the wax angel. Well, this is fucking pure disgust. There's no DAP here. Is that what burn you? Look, the result of the DAP doesn't matter. It's the soul that matters. The child goes below the normal Philip, because somehow the child has more upscale. Now we have Gaze Office. I'm not gonna lie to you, I have no fucking clue what I want for these characters. I have literally no idea. Do I see Uma? Yes, right here. I have no clue what if they would do anything about, like... They do have 100% hit rate, but do they even touch each other? Like... You know. Am I going okay? Maybe like below Isadora. They have frame perfect DAPs? That's true. I don't remember this guy, but Bonzo? Here's Dalek. I don't remember her name. And this guy starts with a B. He might have a really good DAP because he's like 5 arms. They were kind of chill. That's why I'm like, I have them in It's Okay. But like, how casual are they? You know what I'm saying? They're not really casual. You know, they're kind of professionals. Task assisted DAP. I think that puts them in okay tier, but not in amazing tier. I don't think they're low tier though, because low tier you got to be like at the bottom. You know what I mean? I'll leave them in okay. We might change them. The Kurokomo clan. Now this is a tough one. Kurokomo clan. What do we want with this? Sire? I think they got that dog in them. As much as I am a Kurokomo flamer, these guys are the definition of grunge. You know? I don't know. Again, yeah, they'd only DAP themselves. I don't think Sayo would DAP. I mean, she might. She's got grunge to her. You know, she's got grunge to her. She might go okay. And the other two they might go both top of okay. They've got the grunge, you know what I'm saying? She's graceful. True. I mean, she might go. I don't think she'd be low tier though. As I've said, even though like these are like rat syndicates, you know what I'm saying? I'm not sure which of these would be at front though. Maybe she'd be at the end. Would she go really? Would they really go? You know what? They might not go. I'll put them behind here. Here's what I'll do. I'll put them behind Gay's office. I don't think they beat Gay's office. You know, I think Isadora, Mars, the Gay's office. I think they go behind them, but they go above Pierre and Jack. I think that's fair because they got that gringe to them. Next, we got the musicians of Bremen. Why is Carmen so high? Because she's a socialite.
Yo,
We lost the plot. Sancho would DAP with her feet.
I'm sorry. Thank you for the support, by the way. I appreciate it. Sancho would DAP with her feet. Well, Sancho's all the way down here. There she is. I guess we'll have to get to that in time. Dabbing is too informal for Thumb. Well, that's why they're the Kurikomo. Luckily for them, they don't have to worry about their stuff with their, like... That's crazy. That was not the win. Huh? Don't worry about it. Thank you, by the way. Meow, Oink, and I don't remember this guy. They don't DAP. I wouldn't even give them low tier. They might go all in squeaky noise. I don't think they DAP at all. They're too busy dealing with music. I wouldn't even put them in squeaky. Because squeaky would imply they have low tier. I don't know. They're musicians. Right? So they have like... I don't know, man. He doesn't even know what sound a rabbit does. Yeah, I think they'd be pure. I kind of want pure disgust as well. They're like fake. They're like fake fans. You know? Ooh, now this is a good one. This is a good one. What do we do for you guys? They're very formal. They're strong, but they're very formal. Might go... I don't know, man. He's... Wedge is really good. Wedge are kind of goated with the sauce. You know? The two sisters... yeah, Oscar is probably up there with, like, Carmen and Salvador. The sisters... I don't know. The sisters probably have, like, a squeaky tap or something. Maybe not. They might even go pure disgust. Oscar's up here. He's got that legendary status. So they're dapping them up. Everything. It's kind of just a general basis. They would not. No, they go into pure disgust. Oscar's chill though. Honestly, I think I upscale. Let's say here. I think this is fair. Mary and Tommy. To say that there would be a squeaky noise would be a fucking understatement, bro. They could clap hands, but nothing's gonna be fucking made of it. They're not gonna be disgusted. They're just normal humans. Like, this is just a normal human. Right? And every human can DAP. But is it gonna be a good DAP? Not really. No. Maybe we'd bottom of screen. Yeah. But then we have Tomeri. I mean, if she was given the order to DAP. But I don't think you'd want to DAP Tomeri. Tomeri might go top of the fucking board. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't think you want to DAP Tomeri up. I don't think you can survive tapping Tomeri up. I don't think there's any... The problem is, there's no technique. There's no soul. There's no technique. And there's no coordination. Tomeri is just an instrument to be used, right? It's like... You just fucking... Like, yeah. It's like you die and nothing happens. It's just a waste of time. Then you have the sweepers. I mean, I think they just want to drink you instead. So... Probably all just go down here. Yeah, I don't think the sweepers even have hands, do they? They don't even have hands. You can't even dap them up. They have juices. They might dap each other up. That is true. But they don't even have hands. They don't have hands. They have claws. So you can't even dap. So it's just disqualified already. You know? The She Association. I think Eugen might have a legendary DAP. You think they're dapping up during the sweeper night? Maybe they do. Some do have hands? Maybe. You know what I'll do? You know what? I think they might be low tier. Strictly because you guys do bring up an argument where they could dap each other up. And if they're dapping their family members up, that does give them leverage over disgusting tier. You know. I think that's fair. Then we got the She Association, South specifically. Oh God. I think Eugen has has to be in like, I think she could be an amazing tier. She could even go heaven. I think as in heavenly is like so restrictive. We might have to start putting people in heavenly. Like we might put Salvador in heavenly. I'll put Eugen like below Olga, because she's much more. Because Eugen's less casual. You know, boundary of DAP. The other two, I mean, I think they're skilled enough to be okay. Heavenly restriction. I think the other two, they're skilled enough to be an okay. I don't think they would be an amazing though. They're kind of carried by Eugen, but they have such technical skill and like technique that they can kind of like manipulate it. Why does everyone say no content? Guys, I have content to do. I just want to do this for fun. Next we have these two, which I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it's something and something. I don't remember. Honestly, this is... I'm trying... Which one was the fucking asshole? It was you, wasn't it? No. It was you. Yeah. You suck. You go here. You're the rich boy. I think you go up here. Or is it the other way around? Emma and Noah. That's the names. I mean, one of them is like a Honglu rich boy. I think that's Noah, right? The darker hair one's the poor one. So it's this then? I don't know. And there's the happy one. The other's depressed. Fair enough. I don't know. Maybe not even squeaky. But they're like kind of normal humans. You know what I'm saying? Well, they're a bit more scrungier than... Emma's the rich one. Yeah. They're a bit scrungier than Tommy and Mary. Like, Tommy and Mary are civilians. But these guys are fixers, right? Or I don't actually remember what their job was. But they were like doing dock work. Were they dock workers? They might have been dock workers. Hold on, let me look real quick. J Corp. J Corp. I think if you work at J Corp, you definitely have a DAP in you. But they do work at a wing. They're security guards. I think they have a low tier. I think it'd be lower than the sweepers. I think lower than the sweepers. Higher than a civilian, lower than a sweeper, though. Let's do the sweepers. The combined form, though, I think they might have a good DAP. I'm not gonna lie to you. Where would I put it? Maybe below the Sephiroth? I think their combined form, I think their 8 o'clock circus form, I think they have a good DAP. I think you can do it. They're a lot more positive. They're a lot more, like... They're a lot more positive. They're a lot more coordinated. They're a lot more locked in. You can get a DAP out of them. They're too small? Well, no, because they stand on each other's... You know, they're about the size of a person if they stand on each other. Oswald teaches people how to DAP o'clock circus. Yeah, this is the DAP o'clock circus. The other one is too high up to here, and the other is blind. Yeah, I think it's like a coordinated DAP. The double DAP. Too tall? You know, I could put them like here then. I'll put them above their human forms. I think their human forms would be worse than their... Because, like, the idea is they're supposed to work together. Right? The idea is they're supposed to work together. And that kind of makes sense. They're like the perfect fusion of their human forms. Ugh, these guys. Maybe Squeaky then. I don't know. It's either Squeaky or I'll put him in Squeaky. Then we have the Smoky Boys. Smoky Boys. Smiling faces. These guys kind of, I mean, like, they kind of go around. They're jolly, but they don't DAP. Yeah, they're jolly, but they don't DAP. They'd probably just be pure disgust. They wouldn't DAP you up. They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't even do it to each other. They'll probably hit you with like a face full of smoke. You go like... Alright. W Corp. I think... she might have a good DAP. DAP up crew. She's, again, very professional, but, like, much like Eugen, I think Rose can go up here. The other two, though, you're going in squeaky noise. You go, like, here. And you can go okay. I think you'd be good. I think exactly like the She Association, kind of. But you're going down here. They got rip space daps. The thumb. Not allowed to dap in the thumb, unfortunately. If you dap in the thumb, you get your head blown off. So, no dapping each other allowed in the thumb. Which is unfortunate. They're not as casual as the middle would be. What about Lei Hang? Well, I don't know. We'll figure about that. If it was same rank, they might go in okay. Lei Hang is different. Lei Hang is the exception. Boris could go high. You know. That is true. Lei Hang's a pinky. If a higher up initiates the DAP, it is okay. But then guess what? You'd have to have a bare minimum amazing DAP. Or else you get disrespected. So if I was a thumb member, right? If I was a Soda Capo, and I initiated a DAP with a thumb member, I would expect nothing but amazing, or else I blow their head off. Right? So I think it's a variable. I think we can put the Boris and... Maybe we put Boris and Carlo higher. But leave these two at the bottom. I don't remember what rank she is. I think we could put... Here's what we can do. We do this. Definitely above the straw. I think the stray dogs are the worst ones here. I think if they could, you were expecting legendary daps. You know? But if you can't, you can't. But we're leaving the other two thumb members at the bottom here because they're not allowed to dap. They're not allowed to initiate and they're not allowed to dap each other. Yeah, Catriel has a tongue cut. She's not doing shit. You fail the DAP check so they blow your shit smooth off. That's literally the point, yeah. What the hell's everyone doing? That. Alright. Next we have... I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't remember this office name. I just remember Nemo. I know this is Ghost Lady. I don't remember what this guy does. And I remember Nemo. This guy would give you a legendary DAP. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. This might be like above Oscar worthy. Kane office? Ah. Nemo has that amazing level DAP. The other two, I think they're pretty professional. I'll put them in okay. Because they're all about the people, kind of. They're life insurance boys, right? So, like, you know, you gotta have that social score. You gotta have that social ingenuity. You gotta have that technique. That's like the bare minimum to join their office. That's Yoon's big brother? God, I don't even remember. Well, Yoon's are disgusting, but... You got the big fist, true. Leave it there for now. Until otherwise. Index! Now, this is hard. Because the index will only dap you up if the prescript told you to dap them up. But if the prescript told them to DAP you up, it would be potentially heavenly. So I don't know what to do here. I could put Squeaky because it's inconsistent. We might have to do that. I think we might have to do Squeaky strictly because it's inconsistent. It's less inconsistent than the thumb are. They can do whatever they want unless the prescript told them to. Yeah, pretty much. But like the thumb, you can DAP up if you have the rank. Index, they're not going to DAP you up unless the prescript tells you to. They also wear gloves. You can DAP with gloves, but nah, that is fair. That's true. It's low tier at the highest. You know what? I'll agree with that. I think I'll put it at, I think they're the highest. They're the potential DAP. I'm gonna put them at the top of low tier because is Hermes a good DAPper? I'll put them at the top of low tier, which gives them the highest potential. Right? I don't even think you can DAP Gloria up though, so she might have to go into disgust. Yeah, I was about to say. Gloria, you can't even DAP her up. She doesn't have human hands. Well, she has little mini robot hands, so there's no soul there. So only the other two. Kali the Red Mist. Now, I didn't realize that there was a Kali version and a Gebra version, so we might have to lower Gebra. And then put Kali up here. Or, if we want, we can do this. I think Kali definitely goes in heavily, but we'll drop Gebra down to amazing because she loses a lot of her fighting. Like, Gebra loses a lot of her spirit. They're both the same? No, they're not the same. Kali and Gebra are too different. Gebra has it still, right? She still has that dog in her, but she does lose a lot of that fire. She is a calm... She's like, okay, Kali... So Gebra is like the Kratos 2018 version of the Kali that is the OG God of War. You know what I mean? I'll put Gebra on top. Like this is the pre 2018 God of War. This is post 2018 God of War. Like post 2018 God of War is stronger, but like the DAP is way more heavenly from the younger one. Because she loses a lot of her spirit, but she's still there. The Liu. I think once you get to this point, I think it's all amazing. I don't think a single one of them has a bad DAP. Probably above the thumb, I'd say. The Liu is especially if the goat. In fact, the goat might even go higher. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I might have to put the goat with the two others. You know? I don't know. Maybe I'll put him over here. Lee would chill. They got that focus tap. You know, they got that dog in them. I think they're not... I think once you get to this stage of, like, here, you can't be bad. You know? You can't be bad once you get to this. God, we're not even through the Limbus characters yet, bro. Dude, we're just doing library... God, I should have made this Limbus only, bro. Holy fuck. We might have to start speeding up a little bit. I think we're gonna start speeding up. We're an hour and a half, and we've not even gone through Library of Ruina yet. We still have fucking half the Library of Ruina cast. Jesus Christ. This might be more than I chewed for. Alright, let's start speeding up a little bit. Okay, Mio, I think she has a legendary DAP. Amazing. Put her up here. Put her next to... Oh god. The others... I think the reindeer has... I mean, he's got a headache, so it'd probably be low tier. Max. He probably has a good DAP. He probably goes with Mio. And then the captain, obviously the captain's got to have a legendary DAP. Where are the others? I don't think they're in here. Again, this is potential DAP, but her job is just to weave free scripts, so we'll put her on Squeaky. Yan believers. What do we think about Yan in the DAP up? There's normal Yan and distorted Yan. What do we think about this? Okay. Low tier. I think he'd probably go low tier as well. I kind of agree with that. I think he's like on the cusp between low tier and okay. Yeah. Distorted Yan though. He does have the big claw hands. I'll put him in okay. I think distorted Yan he's much happier in his distortion form. You know? He has giant claws. That's down here. Iori! Iori's kind of, you know, she's kind of got that dog in her. She's got that nitty grittiness. She's not really formal. And she also travels to mirror worlds, so she has like a lot of valuable information. I think she might have a amazing DAP, but I'll put her at the bottom of amazing. I think she might have that interdimensional DAP. She taught them the DAP. Yeah, I'll put her at the bottom of amazing. Because she, like, who are you dapping with? Zhao, I think this is all fair to say. I think she has a heavenly DAP. And technically we have a distorted form, which... I don't know. I guess you'd also put in heavenly. Zhao, she's got that heavenly DAP. She's got the seriousness, she's got the comedic side, she's got her soft side, she's got the realist side, she's not like a, you know, yeah, that's her ego form. I'm not really sure where you put the ego. I don't think you put it in heavenly, because it's... Let's say, oh, sorry, I meant to say ego. I was thinking of Yan. Well, she was distorting. She's got an ego form. I'm not sure, like, she has a weapon in her hand. I mean, it might go heavenly. I mean, the ego just makes her stronger. Technically the same person, I mean. Who are you, bro? Who is this fucking Lear? I don't even remember who this is. This is the GOAT. Who is this, bro? It's Shun? Bro, I do not even remember them, bro. The diver's out. That's probably why, bro, because I got my GOAT here, by the way. GOAT, legendary heavenly status. You know what? I gotta start populating the heavenly with some more lads. I think Kali definitely goes number 1, though. Roland, Salvador, Zhao, distorted form. Put that distorted up here. Shun, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just gonna put you with the other Liu because I don't actually fucking remember. Mirrors goes up here. Mirrors got that heavenly DAP, 100%. Might even put Benjamin up here. Alright, we got the Honor Association. Let's have a think here. What do we want here? What do we want here? Hana. I mean, I don't think they... Okay, Olivia, he goes with Roland. Death in the Library, that's Aura. Yeah, that might be Aura, but that ain't a DAP. Olivia goes up here with Roland. They face each other because they're dapping each other up. The Hana Association, though, low tier. Only because they're strong. I don't think they care about dapping up the masses. Maybe they each other, but Olivier is the exception because he's the GOAT. Agalia? I'm not dapping Agalia, bro. Hell no. This man sucks. Next we have... Arabic Pine is so low. Well, that's exactly where she'd go, because she'll kill you. In fact, Agalia goes up here. Atalia is squeaky? Hell no. Agalia would not do that shit. Agalia would instantly eviscerate you. Blood Fiend? Yeah, she ain't dapping shit, bro. Philip? Fuck you. Distorted? I think the Distorted guys could give you a high-key good dap. Eileen? No, I didn't. It's funny enough, this didn't have Eileen's normal version. Huh, weird. Is this her normal or distorted form? This is her normal form. Eileen, she's squeaky. The gears might tell her to dap. Alright, we're gonna have to speed this up, chat, because we're getting slow. Alright, you honestly, you would have a good dap. Oscar, not Oscar. I was gonna say Oscar, bro. Amazing. I don't think it's legendary though. Yeah, that was her normal form. Oswald. Oswald would squeak? Okay, I kind of want to put Oswald at the top of squeaky noise, but not because he would fail the dap, but because he would put like a funny, like, do a funny, like a joke. Pluto, fuck you. You don't have a dap. Tanya, she has an amazing dap. Probably like top of the dogs, next to like big dogs. What the fuck? Oh, stop fucking pausing, YouTube. Did I tell you to pause, bro? The puppet, no. Dog daps. Was that Vermilion Fraud? Sorry, Vermilion Fraud. Distorted Agalia? No. Distorted Eileen? No. Distorted Philip? No. Distorted Herman? I don't even think they have hands. Distorted Eileen? She doesn't have hands. Greta? No. Distorted Oswald? I'm gonna put Distorted Oswald in okay. Pluto? No. Anya, she gets put up in her normal form. Sort of puppet, no. The Black Silence. Obviously goes with Roland. I think that's fair. And then we got these fucking Charles Office assholes. Which one's fucking Naimon, bro? Is this Naimon? I think this one's Naimon. They're all going in pure disgust because I hate all of them. Angelica, she's got a legendary dap. She's got a heavenly dap. So what should we put you? You'd probably go okay. You got an okay dap. Yeah, it's above Roland. But Angelica goes above them. And you go down here. He's got potential dap. A Beholder. You don't have hands. A Claw. A Claw could give a high key amazing. But we'll put him at top of okay. I'll put him in bottom of amazing. He could give an amazing DAP, dude. If his commanders give a DAP, dude, he's got that freaking W Corp serum DAP, dude. Hello, Zena. Zena goes with Bino. And then we have 2 goats. Alan and Hanafuda. Zena is more likely to adapt than Bino? Maybe. I could kind of see that. I could see her at the bottom of low tier, which I think is really funny. Alan is a fucking asshole, bro. He does not DAP, bro. He would fucking instantly dog that shit, so you guys are disgusting. Anafuda could DAP. She'll go in, like, okay. Dongwon! He might have to go above Gebra, or we have to maintain the Gebra agenda. Dongwon, the grade 1 fixer, he might actually be better than Kali. I actually think I might have to say he's the best one. I think Dongwon might have the best DAP out of the entire Library Runa. He might even beat the Red Mist in DAPage. He's got the social... You know, he's got the thing, he's got the aura. There's no limit to the glaze. This dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know your fucking personality, bro, but I'll put you in okay. Life insurance. I'll put you in, like, low tier. Actually, I'll say, you know, life insurance, you gotta have a good DAP for life insurance. This fucking dude, bro, you look goofy as hell. I'll put you at top of low tier. The GOAT Kim? Would Kim give you a good DAP? I think it would give you an okay DAP. I don't think it'd be amazing. Maybe it would be like high T. Maybe like bottom of amazing. Above the claw. Dante from not Limbus Company is probably like low tier. G-Con, probably ass. Put him at like low tier as well. Actually, I'll put top of low tier. The godliest DAP, true. Alright, well that's Library of Ruina. We have to wait for the next Inavalo, true. So, it took us a whole fucking hour and 40 minutes to do just Library of Ruina. That's... We're fucked, bro. Oh, God. There's like 1,000 more Limbus characters. We might only be able to do Limbus today. We might not be able to do Abnos. You know what? We're locking in! Okay? No complaining. No whining. We're locking in, and we're doing all of the Limbus characters. Let me fix my headset real quick. Alright. We'll see how we feel at the end of the Limbus one. I think the Okay, to be honest with you, the Limbus one, I feel more confident in doing it faster than the Library one. The Library one, like all of the popular characters, but like, I had to be like slow. But I think in the terms of Limbus, I think I could do Limbus faster. Dante, look, Dante, he said Shakarunis, bro. But this is Kanto 9 Dante. And Kanto 9 Dante does have that dog in them. So I think we're gonna have to go. Let me think here. Not pure disgust. That's just a miserror. I'm gonna put Dante at the top of him. Okay. I'm gonna put Dante at the top of okay. I think Dante could give a good DAP now. I think Kanto 9 Dante could give a good tap. A good DAP. You know? Kind of squeaky. Yeah, but this is Kano 9 Dante. I think Kano 9 Dante could give a good dap. I don't think it's amazing. Amazing would be like Dante after Inferno. Yi Song. The weed smoker. Yi Song might have a squeaky dap. Respectfully. Respectful squeaky dap. Yi Sang has the technique, but he just it's like Philip. It's not like it's like Finn. You know? He tries, but it's squeaky. Faust? I'm not even gonna lie to you, it might be ass. It is ideal. It could potentially be ideal. Faust, I think we're gonna have to disrespect Faust, bro. Faust would have to ask the Jashel Shaft, how do we do a good dap? And yeah, I think that's unfortunate. Maybe after Kana 12, she might have a better dap. If you sang his Zaza, it's heavenly. Don Quixote, not this guy. She's in squeaky too. She's probably above Yi-Song in squeakiness. Dawn, she'd try. She'd try her best, but it's squeaky. She's just too adorable. You know what I mean? Like, she's just not... It's just cute. It's too cute. Ryoshu? Now, Ryoshu can hit a good dap. Because Araya trained her. I'll put her on the same tier as Tanya, man. I think that's fair. Dawn could give a mean dap. Maybe Sancho could give a dap. I think Ryoshu could give a good dap. Next to Gab? Nah, I don't think it's that high. I think she's near Tanya. Near like the other humans. Like maybe in between. Marius teach Ryoshu to dap. She got the Aurea training, yeah. Mersol, I think it's fair to say that he might have a heavenly dap. But how heavenly? Probably below everyone else. Honglu, I would say it's okay. Maybe below Dante. Probably above Dante. I wouldn't say amazing though. Heathcliff joins Mersalt probably in the heavenly daps. Mersalt commanded would initiate the best dap. Heathcliff, he's got that perfect street, you know, that street grunginess. He's kind of like the Kali of Limbus Company, right? So he goes here as well, but he's at the bottom. Actually, you know, we can move them up. We'll put them below. I think Heathcliff would do a better dap, though. Distorted Heath, you can't dap him up. He's a dog. So Ishmael, I think Ishmael has a good dap. I think Ishmael has a good dap. But, like, I think it'd be, like, bottom of amazing. Ishmael, she's got that grunginess to her. You know, she's got that soul. She's got that spirit. But she could fuck it up. She's got the sailor dap, true. Roja. I'm not gonna lie to you, Roja would just crush my hand. It wouldn't be disgust, though. It'd probably be low tier. I might move Ishmael down here. I think Roja has a low tier dap. I think she thinks she has a good dap. But nah, I don't think she does. I think she just breaks your hand. Slaps the shit out of you, breaks your hand. Sinclair, he goes with Squeaky. Obviously, he's trying his best. But he doesn't have that dog in him. Otism? I think Otism would give an amazing DAP. I think Otism might go with Ryoshu. She's got that commander level DAP, you know what I'm saying? She's got that military-esque DAP. She's like Salvador. What about Sir Sinclair? Well, we'll get to him. Gregor, obviously, Gregor has to join the trio at the top. Otis would be disgusting? Nah, why would Otis be disgusting? She'd give a good DAP. Maybe if you're the manager, that's true. I guess manager bias should probably be amazing. I wouldn't say she's low tier though. I'd say disgusting. I mean, we could put her on disgusting. But you like Bina? I think that's fair. We'll put her in disgust. Gregor has just a handshake. Well, Gregor, the bug arm buffs him. If you think about it, because he has more control on his arm. Pablo also helps him out, true. Sharon. What tier is Ryoshu? Ryoshu's like amazing. Sharon's a squeaky toy. Vergi, obviously, Vergi. I feel like Vergi is not heavenly because he doesn't want to do it. But if he had to do it, he'd probably be better than... Maybe like here. Maybe above Ryoshu. Maybe I lower Ryoshu a bit. And then we'll go with... Oh, and then we have Kuro... Okay, Ego form. Put that above his normal form. Burger's low tier? Nah, Burger DAP, dude. Burger DAP. He has a whole bunch of friends. If you're an orphan. You guys don't think it's higher than Ryoshu? I mean, this is Bergie. That's... Actually, you know what? He'd probably be disgust. I'll give you guys credit for that. He'd probably hate doing it. Ryoshu can be amazing, though. Gubo, fraud. Chihua, fraud. Herman, fraud. I say it, fraud. Lion, the witch, the bitch. They're all frauds. They'll have to Mong to dap each other up. Yuri. Yuri would be probably low tier. Sorry, Yuri. This asshole, he'd be fucking disgusting. Bottom tier. You, I don't remember your name, but you'd probably be squeaky tier. Lion, which is crazy. Like, I don't... Lion, Panther, and... whatever. Lion, Panther, and... Wolf. But I don't remember the order. G-Corp Soldier Commander, no. Whatever your name was, Squeaky. Actually, maybe the G-Corp Commander has, like... I mean, he is a commander. I'll give him bottom of it's okay. I'll give him a little bit of respect. You know? I'll give the commander a bit of respect. He does. He just has a disgusting bug face, but he probably has a good dap. Sonya. I feel like Sonya's better than Rodion. I'll put him in it's okay. Saud. I mean, she could dap with one arm. She probably doesn't want to, though. Probably low tier. Actually, she probably disgust. She probably doesn't want to, like, fucking do it. Effie would also go into disgust. You would go... Probably, it's okay. I just realized, by the way, I'm not going to care about positioning on the board anymore. I'm just going to shove them in the tier. If I care about positioning, I'm never going to get anything done. So I'm just shoving the ball in there. This is the Ting Tang boss leader. I feel like if you're a Ting Tang boss leader, you have to be okay at dapping. Everyone's out to chill. Yeah, but are they going to dap you up? No way. Roboman, no. Demian. I think Demian could give you a pretty good dap. Maybe okay. But only with Sinclair. So maybe that drops him bottom of the list. Or maybe that puts him in just okay. Or low tier. He's got like 7 Mong though, so he could be like a 7 Mong dap, you know what I'm saying? I'll leave him at bottom of amazing. Chroma could definitely give you amazing dap. She could give you a lot of things, especially if you were Sinclair, so I think that's fair. Distorted form, probably a little bit hard to dap up. Put her at bottom. Bong! And this is his distorted form, so... won't this destroy you? I mean, maybe. Bong. Bong. He got that dog in him. I might give him amazing. The one who dabs. You also would be amazing. Guido would suck. Because he hates everyone. Actually, he'd be low tier. Because he only hates it if you have prosthetics. Mr. Dong. You will go down into disgust. I think that's pretty fair to say. The form will also go down here. And so would your cow form. Do they just both go down here? They might just both go down here. I don't think any of them would dap. They're too busy being depressed about their friends getting killed to dap. Only if you're Yi Sang. If you're Yi Sang, it's like okay. Samjo. Samjo would give you a potentially heavenly, but I'm gonna put him up here with the amazing dap. This guy got hired by fucking, what was it, A Corp? Or was it C Corp? This guy could have gone to fucking C Corp, bro. He's got that. You are fucking a squeaky toy. You are terrifying, but you're probably not low tier. Let's put you up. Okay. The fucking I don't remember her name. Stephanie, I think her name is. Yeah, I don't think Stephanie cares. But let's assume that she's the leader of K Corp. You gotta put her at least in okay. Put you guys at the bottom. I don't think you care about dapping. I don't think so. I don't think you care about dapping either. Now we have the Molar but Limbus version. I think Molar Limbus Olga is nerfed. But I'll put them in. I'll put her in amazing and the others in just okay still. I'll keep it just the same as it was before. They got upgraded from low tier to A tier. So they got upgraded from low tier to okay. I think that's fair. Then we have Ahab, and I think we all know Ahab would give, as we say, a heavenly dap. Along with her gas form. So Ahab would give a legendary dap. I think that's fair. Queequeg, I honestly think Queequeg would also would be up here with the big boys and then give it an amazing dap. Past Olga might be stronger, yeah. I'd say. That's why she's higher, but technically it doesn't matter here. Then we have the Pequod crew. I think they'd all give okay DAPs except Pip. Pip would be a squeaky toy. Kim Ji-hoon up to go. Yeah, Kim Ji-hoon gets a heavenly DAP. Pilot. Yeah, his ass isn't squeaky. She'll blame you. True. Ooh. Now here we get into the controversial takes. Smee, I mean, she's a pirate. She's also a baddie, but she's also part of the middle. I think it's bare minimum. She has to have a good DAP. Ricardo, I think it's all fair to say Ricardo gives a heavenly DAP. And I think Werner, maybe not heavenly, but definitely joins Ricardo in the amazing tier. The Indigo Elder. He just cares about fishing, bro. He cares about fishing, but he's, I think, a lot more physical than Vergi is. I don't think it would be discussed. I think he'd be okay. I don't think he would be discussed. Hung Dap. Ren. Was it Ren? Was it Ren? I don't remember this guy's name. This guy. Probably with Demian. Wherever Demian is. Was it low tier? I think the blue group all go into amazing because they're cheating. Gnome. Good DAP. It would kill you, but good DAP. Clear or what? A rim. Yeah. Crayon. Squeaky. Kaimon. Disgust. Do I lower Santa? I'm gonna lower Santa to low tier. These ones the E people. That's weird. Why is there no, Oh, no, he's over here. The fucking, this dude gives probably a good DAP, bro. I'll put him in amazing. June gives a good DAP. Definitely higher than others. Angdao, she can't DAP anymore, so she goes in pure disgust. And then Distorted Kim. Distorted Kim probably gives you like an amazing DAP. But he also probably fucking kills you, so like probably down here. Kathy, the multiple Kathys. We have baby Kathy. She definitely goes in squeaky. We have adult Kathy. She does not DAP. She would be low tier. Heathcliff will try and DAP her. Not the armlets. Yeah, when she gets her arm back. Every Catherine. Probably don't want to DAP her. Nelu. We did have a stream playing. Nelu would honestly give probably an amazing DAP. Wild Hunt Heathcliff, dude. I gotta say, I mean, maybe it's biased, but I'm gonna put him in heavenly. I'm gonna say, dude, I think Wild Hunt Heathcliff could give a legendary DAP, dude. As long as you're not a Heathcliff, bro, he's chilling. Yeah, Kathy could be, like, okay if it was Heathcliff. But Wild Hunt, dude, all he cares about is dapping. That's all bro cares about. Yeah, Nelly's an amazing, yeah. Actually, I'll put him next to Nelly. I won't say amazing. I'll just put him next to Nelly. Hinley? Yeah, his ass is going into disgust. Distorted Hinley? Yeah, disgust. Linton? Yeah, disgust. Disgust. The entire, with all the Withering Heights, bro. The DAP hunt. I don't remember your name, but you were the fake. You'll go in okay. I feel like probably okay. This dude would be dog shit. The detective, honestly, the detective kind of had aura to him. I think he might go into okay. You got Hubert. Hubert would be probably like a low DAP. I think Hubert could DAP you up, but I think it'd be like bad. Mai, was that her name? We have the distortion god himself. We have a British man, number 1. He has a lot of brains. He'd probably have a dog DAP. Sasha, is this her Blood Fiend form? I guess if we have to, yeah, we have to make it her Blood Fiend form. Sasha in her Blood Fiend form, yeah, do not DAP her. Yeah, Herbo's got some street cred, that's why I think he's low tier. I'll put him up in, I'll put him in okay. Cassetti, dude, what do we do about him? Cassetti goes into... He's disgusting because he's a king. Squeaky, I would say disgusting because he's a royalty and he doesn't want to touch the lesser. But Dad? Okay. So, this, we have Windmill Dad. You probably don't want to dap him up. But pre-Windmill Dad, he might have a Heavenly Dap. And also Sancho, I think Sancho would also have Heavenly Dap. She's got that serious sternness to it, but if they're dapping each other up, they're at Sancho. I'll put Sancho down here. I think Sancho could have an amazing dap. I think Dad has a fucking Heavenly Dap. I have conceived a dap most genius. Yeah, Sancho might not, but I think if she did, you know, I'll lower her. I'll put her in like low tier. She's kind of stupid, but she's like cute. But also you got to remember, this is up to date Sancho. I have to mention this. This is like Kanto 9 Sancho. Kanto 9 Sancho is different than Blood Fiend Sancho. Unless we're not counting that. I don't know. I think Kanto 9 Sancho could definitely go into amazing. I mean, she's dodging fucking, well, actually, Kanto 9 Sancho is actually blood vested, you know? Yeah, we'll put her at low tier. Never mind. I just realized, Blood Fiend Sancho is like bloodlusted right now. Dulcinea is disgusted. She doesn't want to touch you. Barber, I think Barber could give a good dap. Barber is like the youngin. I think Barber goes into amazing. No glaze. Priest, as we said, priests give good daps. He'll go in amazing too. The Barber and the Priest, I think Heike have amazing daps. Yeah, she dap up that. Bari definitely has a Heavenly Dap. Sanso, yeah, I mean, he doesn't really dap people up. I think he might be the first of the blue man to probably be like low tier or bottom. He kind of doesn't really interact. Besides, out of everyone in the blue group, he's kind of the most like asshole-ish aggressive. He is a Blood Fiend, yeah. Now we got the P Corp baddie. What do I feel about the P Corp baddie? I agree. Limbus Company. In terms of aesthetics, she's the triple S tier. In terms of dapping, she probably doesn't dap you though. She's probably low tier. Actually, she's probably disgusted. She probably doesn't want to touch you. This dude, I don't know what this dude does, but I'm gonna put him down here too. Zichun! Zichun would be okay. What is her name? Isn't it like Sienna? Sierra? It's like, it starts with a C. It's like Sierra, Sienna, something like that, I think. Zichun's okay. This is adult Zichun. This is Hierarch Zichun, unless there's a different one. Nope, there's no other Z-Tune, so this is Hierarch Z-Tune. See Sarah? See, I was close. For a guy who doesn't remember names of, like, minor characters all the time, I feel like that's pretty good. They told she's learned how to DAP in class. True. Wei would definitely be amazing. Distorted would not be amazing. Distorted would probably be bad. He'd probably be a squeaky. Not distorted, it's just him tweaking, sorry. Post-training? You know what? I'm willing to give post-training Z-Tune Heavenly DAP. I'll probably move horse down here. I've noticed a few flaws with this tier list, but not really at fault of the tier list, because it has like multiple forms of the same character, and I don't really care about that. Like, I don't care about the distorted form, but technically it does fit. So, this guy backstabbed us. He would be ass. Chat, is this DAP real? He's a fake. I think this is a fake. I think he's fake. I think Camille's fake. He wouldn't dare DAP someone up. Paula? I think Paula would try, but it would be low tier. I think that's fair. Ronaldo. Is that his name? I don't remember his name. Ronaldo. He had like fake hyper moments and aura. He could have a low tier DAP. The A-Corp baddie, which I totally don't remember her name again. She's a Han association, so she probably doesn't DAP people. Hohenheim. Now, is this latest Hohenheim? This is latest Hohenheim. Okay. Latest Hohenheim? Romero. I think it's Romero. Hohenheim in his latest version? I think latest Hohenheim could do an okay DAP. I don't think he would be amazing or anything, but he could do it now. He's got all that trauma. I think he could do a good DAP. Distorted Hohenheim? Wouldn't DAP you, obviously, no. Hohenheim's best friend would definitely give it an amazing DAP. Alyssa would give you a good DAP. Martin, Rip Martin. Technically he's unavailable, but we'll also give him a good DAP. This guy, dude. The strongest fucking swordsman of today, bro. This guy could give a great DAP, bro. He goes above Gebra. He's teal. This guy is a fraud, but it's like Otis levels, so you'd put like down here. Jiamu would not DAP you. Goes into disgust. The Triaxe dude, yeah. Distorted form also goes down here into disgusted. I mean, I think this is obvious. I think everyone expected GQ to give you the legendary DAP. Zilu would give amazing. I don't think she'd be legendary though. You notice that there's a pattern with this type of structure where if you have dual characters, I might move him down here. Like when you have duo characters, right? There will be like one of them is in the heavenly tier, usually the other's in like the amazing. Kind of. It's like a, you know, like boom, and then we have boom. We have like boom, and then boom. We have boom. Down here. Wherever I put him somewhere. Zigong. What does this DAP need? Zigong probably would not DAP you. She'd probably find you very disgusting. Unless you're GQ. Then she'd DAP you up. Unless you're her lord, then she would DAP you up. Dayu? I think Dayu would have an okay DAP. I don't think it's anything above that. Mirrors could be potentially good enough, but now I'll leave it there because I want the Heavenly to be like very legendary. Oh, Bouchai. Bouchai goes into Squeaky because she's adorable. Ugh. Yeah, we got the Elders. Absolutely not. Do not tap the Elders up. This is Honglu's mom and father. They're frauds, so they'll go into disgust here. We got big sister Yao Shen. She's also a fraud. Disgust here. Being a fraud is completely irrelevant, by the way. I'm just saying that just to be mean. We got this lady, which I don't remember her name, but she's Honglu's assistant. She'll go into low tier. Then we got kid form of the real Jihuan. I guess you can go into Squeaky because you like next to Kathy and stuff. Jupan. I think Jupan could give it okay DAP, probably low tier. Wang, I don't remember his full first name, but I remember his Wang. Wang, I think Wang could give a good DAP. He kind of feels like he'd give a good DAP. We got the nerd emoji. He would not DAP you. That's discussed. We got Shihua. Low tier DAP. Then we got his distorted form, or his fucking bolus form. Put that in low tier. Yeah, I'm not really saying... I'm just saying fraud just because it's funny to say, but it has no bearing of what I'm doing. Then we have the dude with the coffin. You're kind of like low tier. Actually, you go down here. Can I make a lower tier of Shihua? Maybe. You are the big sister, I think. You fight with your hands, so I'll put you low tier. You're the she something. I think all the hierarchs would be low tier. I think that's fair. It's kind of expected you to have a little bit of like DAP knowledge as a hierarch, I think, candidate. And then we have the Kong family. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with the Kong family, so I'll just put them in low tier. Lei Hang, even though he is a thumb, he is a pinky, so he goes right next to GQ as a legendary. The Night Drifter, I think he also would give you a legendary DAP, or a heavenly DAP. Now we have Kana. Now we're up to Kana 9. We have Valencina. Or Valencia, as I like to call her. She'd probably give you a really bad DAP. With like a low tier. Lucio, however, would give you an amazing DAP. So Valencia would be bad, but Lucio would be good. Rien would not give a good DAP. It would be hyper low tier. Because he can't even hand over a piece of item without like tweaking up. So Rien would be bad. Sora, she would try. She's squeaky. Now this is not Araya. This is the pinky nurse father, and she would fucking Jeremy would fucking hate you. Hermes, how's my DAP? Now, Ren, virtue of humanity. I'm gonna put this man next to Lucio, bro. Hey. He does I think Ren could give a legendary DAP. Pat Sora. There you go. She's handcuffed? Yeah, but she could pop ego and DAP you up. It would depend on Hermes. Put Ren higher. He's an amazing. The order of this doesn't matter. This is just visual. I've decided. So if they're in the tier, it counts. Martius is a middle fraud, but that does not mean that he does not have a fucking goated DAP. But he's not as goated as Ricardo, so he goes in amazing, even though he's a fraud. Kira, she's like a fake DAP. Hers will be okay. Yeah, Ren Lucio is like that one scene. It's like that one Capcom X Capcom like Marvel fucking image with Cyclops and Ryu. Who did I just put in as well? I put someone in. I put Kira in okay. She's a fraud. But like not like in a bad way. She's like, you know, she needs training. As I said, she needs training, so she'll go in okay. X-Men Street Fighters, yeah. Marvel vs. Capcom? Maybe. Callisto would not be a good DAP. Callisto would not be a good DAP at all. It would be very bad. Abana. This is out of her armor and in her armor. I mean, it's the same thing. Out of her armor. I actually don't think she would give a bad DAP. I mean, she's not dumb. But her armor, you don't want to do it. I think it's probably not the same as Kira. I think she could give a good DAP. Your DAP is trashy. Now we have the goat Ravi. Ravi is just an agent, or is he a I think he's an agent. He's like a level 1 agent, bro. He's okay. She might have the mechanisms, true. Jamil, she would not DAP. She's an Uja, and they're stuck up. A certain Sinclair. He's a clerk? No, he's not a clerk, because he mentioned that he has, No, he's not a clerk, because he said he was gonna get his, he was gonna get ego gear, but he didn't have time to get his ego gear. Clerks don't have ego gear, so that's only agents. Unless, hold on, I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna double check with Ravi and see if the wiki says he's a clerk or not. Oh, he is a cleric. Okay, damn, my bad. I'm stupid. He's one of the good clerks. Where did I put him? I put him in okay. I mean, I put him in okay. I think that's fair. Certain Sinclair, well, again, the positioning doesn't matter, but Certain Sinclair definitely goes in Heavenly. The second DAP War. Next, we have Roach Emperor, which I think is fair to say that Roach Emperor would give a heavenly DAP by fucking annihilating you. Now we have Araya, but there's 4 versions of her. Obviously, the baby one goes into very squeaky. Then we have her in high school. I think it'd probably be low tier. This is her in high school. Then her as... We have the good version of her, which I think is an okay. And then we have the adult version of her, which is amazing. La Boo Boo. So I think you can see it scales up. Squeaky into low tier, into okay, and then into amazing. I think that's fair. She grows. She eventually reaches Ryoshu as well. Yeah, that's young adult, and then this is full adult. Will this die from Roach Emperor? I mean, yeah, no, Roach Emperor would be horrible. Just put him in disgusting. It would be heavenly. And then we have we've actually finished with the Limbus characters. Now we have Leviathan. You would be probably okay. I'm not gonna remember names. We have Garnet. Garnet is probably like a low tier DAP. Sorry, my boy. You can join Aria. You're not. Is this Garnet? No, is this Lapis? This might be Lapis. I think this is Lapis. I believe Lapis is much more hard-headed than. Is this? I think it's Lapis. Put her in above Garnet. Garnet is low tier. Lapis would be higher. I don't remember this dude, so I'm gonna put him in just okay. That's not Lapis? Oh, then I don't fucking know. Lapis is white hair? Lapis might not be in this then. I guess Lapis is not in here because Sharon's in here, but I don't know. Being consistent. This dude, I don't remember what he does. I'm just look. They're all humans. I'm just gonna put them in okay. Unless you're like, guard it. This is one of the maestros. Maestros probably will not dap you up. I'd say probably disgusting tier. I don't even remember who you are, bro. I don't remember who you are. I'll put you in disgust. Where did Volatile Ego Philip go? He's in low tier. Freaky girl with the eyes. Yeah, I'm not dapping you up. Fucked up ring member. Yeah, I'm not dapping you up. Moses? Probably a good dap, although I don't think her dap is as good as Ezra. And she gets a heavenly dap, because Ezra is like Rodion if she wasn't... No, she's depressed, but Ezra is like Rodion if like... even more cute. So she gets heavenly. Vespa. This is technically him in his color form. Vespa is kind of like Vergi, where he doesn't really want to do stuff. I'll put him in okay. Moses has a second hand. Well, she has two hands, so. Bah. I might say, yeah, because Moses could just read your soul and give you the perfect dap, and Vespa doesn't really give a shit, but he would do it if he's told to. Yuria would go into amazing. She would give an amazing dap. Diaz, the bitch. Don't dap her, bro. What about Schadenfreude? Well, he has no hands, so. Bah! Everyone, start spamming bar right now, or else. And then we have DS's bitch. It also goes down here. I don't remember his name. And that's it with DD, and now we're on Wonder Lab, which I'm not gonna lie to you, there's only 2 Wonder Lab characters I remember, or 3. One of them is Cat. Cat would give a legendary dap up. I don't think it'd be heavenly though. Cat would go into amazing. And then we have you, which I don't remember your name, but you're a main character. You'd go into probably okay. Bah! Bah! And then you, I think, are also a main character. Question mark. But I remember that I don't like you as much as the other one, so we'll put you in low tier. And then everyone else here are irrelevant. I don't remember any of them, except like you. So we'll put you all in like low tier, because you're all like agents and stuff. Bah! 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 Bah. You're all fodder, and I don't remember you. I'm pretty sure you guys didn't do anything important anyway. In fact, I think some of you died. I don't remember. I'm just gonna throw you all in here. You'd all be low tier together. It's not even Dementia, I just don't remember. Okay, now that we've done that, let's do a little quick cleanup and we'll call it. So cleanup, Is there anyone in Heavenly that I want to get rid of? Not really. I think this is fine to keep it in Heavenly. As in, Heavenly is not supposed to be everyone, but who in Amazing can I bump up to Heavenly if I want? I think this is fair. I think Mirrors has an argument to be made. But no, I won't do that. Thama there, Bamboo's there. Yeah, it's fine. Ryoshu, Demian. Chroma, Bong Bong. Timejo. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, I'm good with this. It's okay. Moses, U2. Ravi. Zilu's fine. Zilu goes into Amazing. You know, she's not as perfected as the goat, Confucius. What was I doing? It's okay. Yep. I might put the quad lower, to be honest with you, but I think I'll leave it like that. You're probably low tier. Ahab isn't Heavenly, yeah. Yeah. I think this is fine. Yep. Cool. I'm gonna put Tiff in low tier. Again, positioning doesn't matter here, but I was gonna shift that. Yeah, you guys are all low tier. Yep. Squeaky noises. All the cuties, or the patooties, or the weaklings. Or the... Yeah, that's fine. Hello? Playlist? I beg you. And... Discuss. We have a fucking lot of characters to discuss. Alright, well, there it is. Here is the finale of the tier list. Hooray. So go Heavenly. I'll go slowly. Perfect and Aura Farmers. Heavenly. Amazing. It's okay. Low tier. Squeaky noise. And Disgust. Not bad at all. I guess. Maybe. I don't really know. Well. There you go. We did it. I thought we wouldn't have enough time, but we sped up. We did have a secondary one here with all the abnormalities. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't feel like doing that. And also, half of them would be in fucking Disgust anyway, so we're not gonna be doing that. Maybe we'll do a sequel, but with something else to do with abnormalities. Like, maybe... How many abnormalities... Maybe we'll do like an abnormality battle royale or something. Would Mong help? Maybe. Alright, I'm closing the playlist. Alright. Well, that's it. Put a Gleppo in Heavenly. You know what? Sure. There we go. Alright, guys. Well, that's it. There's no more for today. That's pretty short because I didn't, you know, it's just a tier list. We're not going to do much more than that. But there's our tier list. And, yeah, we're done. That's going to be it, guys. Next stream? No. Next stream is going to be patch notes, chat. Tomorrow is patch notes, everyone. And, yeah, we're going to be done now. So, I'm calling the stream, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you had fun. Obviously, this was just a silly bit. But, I have nothing else planned for today. So, tomorrow is going to be patch notes and preparations for Extreme and achievements. So, guys, we'll probably get achievement and Extreme patch notes tomorrow. Just letting you all know. So, be on the lookout for that. See you all tomorrow. Have a good one. Take care. See you guys. Bye-bye.